Yeah, you already know. Shin, you done already know what's good. Yeah? It's the throne room of the zodiac, yeah? You already know. You are almost pleasantly welcome here, yeah? Aqua ba, yo. Shane. Oh, pleasantly most welcome here, Aqua boy. That's the tree language, but it's still I and I Hebrew Cushitic language, that it became a little dialect within the body of languages, of Semitic and Hebrew languages. Yeah, Akwaba means welcome. Yes, in Chi. Yeah, or Twi. In Shane, the Ashanti tongue, Shane, our praises moving through. Yeah. Selassie is 2 and 1 into the Cadusa. Yeah, yeah, man, we hear the king, we hear the prophet, hear the high priest, Shane, and we hear the prophet, the priestess, and the queen. Yeah, queen, Queen, and the E at the end for empress, yeah, dot E, queen, dot E, yeah. See, last, yeah, man, ramen and tina, yes, king of a queen of Mika, Shane, Rastafari, Mosai, Jah. And just ascend into the holy courts, Shane. And we do seal up, and I reverence with eyes and give thanks, yeah. Sila, Sila, Jah Rastafari. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, how you doing? How you doing? Huh? Yo, I tell you, this is the greatest show. Yeah, I tell you, you can find everything here. You find a little romance, you find a little comedy, a lot of comedy, a lot of drama. Yeah, It is a thriller, it is a sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi. Z I F I. Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you just keep it celestial. Yeah, as always, let Rastafari be praised. Yeah, so we just keep it ecclesiastical. Cool, not Kal, not Kal. Ecclesiastical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You just stay up there within the realms, you know what I'm saying? And bless and sanctify the Most High Jah Rastafari name always, and all of his names in all of his persons. Bless them, bless Sisla, bless Damien, bless Aston, bless Ianai Zetiko, bless Tisha, bless Ianai Emperor in his second person. Yeah. Jaja, Abba, Isa, Ali Selassie, and Mama Amiga in her second person. Yes, the other day I called her Empress Menena, but I thought Georges, but you should know by now that her name is Imibit Mama. Yeah, or Imibit Emaye, Hannah Miriam Selassie. Yeah? Yes, Hannah Miriam Meheret Il Selassie. The power of the second Trinity. Yes? And she is offspring of an emperor and empress. Yes, yes, yes. Ilemai. Anyway, you already know, man. We're in the void, people. You're in the Zaddy pit. The Zaddy pit. This is your second Starlink, by the way. Yeah? Because, well, I mean, what, you expect I and I to keep doing everything and just, I mean, renewing everything? Not everything needs to be renewed. I and I am doing great and marvelous. Hail Jarastafari, for great and marvelous is thy name, O Jarastafari, just and true are thy ways. Yeah? And those who would not come and bow down to thee, O Jarastafari, and glorify thy name, O Jarastafari, O thou King of all prophets and saints, a judgment for them. Yashin. most natural. So we're doing exceptional. Yeah, exceptional. Exceptional. A K Z C E P T I O N A L. Yeah. X out the A. Exceptional. Mean. X out the A, man. Exceptional. Well. Yeah. Exceptionally well. And we do give thanks. Yeah. Oh, that's why I feet in a broad place. Oh, Judge Rastafari. Ah. And I shall cover I and enemy's head with shame. Yeah. Because they all want I and I head to be covered with shame. Yeah. Anyways, let Jah be praised. This ain't no play thing. Sin at the judgment. So, you already know, we here to give thanks. Know what I mean? And no more judgment. Sin, we're tired of talking, but we got to talk. Yeah, we have a talk at the place too dark. You know, shame, place too dark, yo. But, we just here, you know. This is a freestyle, fire wild style. You know what I mean? You already know. Gems for your realms, meds for your heads. You know, shame. Yeah, man. All praises be, you know. Memos for your demos. Yeah, our demos for your memos. Same difference. Yeah. So much things that go on. May I tell you now, I look on the blood clot internet, I hear the internet. We are in the most spiritual time ever. This is why the internet is the most powerful tool ever created. It's the most powerful tool and it is also the most powerful weapon. You see all these damn devil vices or devices. It is just to capture your spirit. You see what I'm saying? You already know. It's to captivate it and then you become engulfed within this. It's a fascination, saying that you have with the internet because it is a fascinating thing, but then you become a part of it, and so you think that you're so damn fascinating. See, when I stop burn out the blood clot internet, I would the rascal do. You see me, I do most of my works through this blood clot virtual world and manifest the judgment in your virtual rascal world. See? Well, it is I and I virtual world, you know. This virtual world is really the spiritual world, you know. It is the mind, you know. Okay, so you use your mind on your manifest things within your real world, your world in real time. See? Yes, that's the blood clot judgment, and you even manifest things in real time in your world. Hey, if you just you're just infatuated with yourself and this whole internet. I mean, listen, before there was an internet, you were still fascinated with the TV. Zine, that's what captured you and captivated you before the damn internet. You see what I'm saying? Before that, well, they had to invent sports. They had to invent, yeah, it was mostly sports and different little clubs, you know, and this whole society, you know, this three-tiered society, you know what I mean, and then work, you know what I'm saying, the industrial age, you see what I'm saying, and they had you were freer then, even though all of that was invented to control you, keep them busy. Newspapers, literature, William Shakespeare. He's another punk I forgot, but I did not mention. You know what I'm saying? William Shakespeare But the thing is, this with William Shakespeare is William Shakespeare was actually a black king of England by the name of King James, and he could not use his name in his publishing, so he took the nom de plume William Shakespeare. Apparently, his real name, since King James, well, king is a king, the title of the head of a state and a government, right? That's his baptismal name as crowned or coronated as a king. He was given this name, King James. Okay, but his real name is Francis Bacon, or they say Beacon, Beacon, been down this lane. Seen? And so he was also a playwright, a publisher. He was a writer. Yes, and the greatest social influencer of his time. Seen? All right, good. But he makes sure for leaving your Bible so that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords shall come in and know him, and that I am black and I am comely, and all these damn things. Eh? While in the damn midrash, seen in the midrash, which is Hebrew or the Jewish literature, those Zionists over there, they were always Zionists, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying even before they became like officially Zionists, right, who want to take control over this whole entire religion and this land, these people were trying to run the damn place. See? This is why there was so much friction in the days of, the crucified lamb and James the high priest, John the Baptist and all of these things. Remember, there was a vote because they wanted a new high priest of the temple. It had nothing to do with Judas Maccabeus and Judas Iscariot. Well, yeah, actually it did, yes, but this is why there were two who were selected. You see what I'm saying? But it wasn't really about him and replacing him. It actually didn't have anything to do with him, to tell you the truth. It had nothing to do with Judas Iscariot, who them say hung himself, right? So the 12 disciples, so now there's one missing. Okay, so now we got to cast a vote to see who's going to replace him. That's not what it was about. It was who is going to become the high priest of the temple, because Herod and the Herodian family, they were of Israelite blood, but they were also of Edomite blood. You see? And they were also of Kittimite blood. And they were trying to run the place, and they were trying to replace the entire synod and the Sanhedrin with Syrian, Esauite or Edomite, Kittimite Israelites. So this is why there was so much friction going on. You see, when it's about how I go into the temple and overturn the tables and all these things, and I cast them all out the temple because they were turning my father's house into a business place. That wasn't the first time. There was a little insurrection in that same temple. Not long before that, there was one. And they ended up killing and crucifying the conspirators. Seen? Okay. Well, we've been on this road before, and I already told you that it was really because they pushed my Uncle James, the high priest, off of the high altar, right? And they thought that he was dead. And then right after that, they decided, okay, now's our chance because we just got one of their leaders. We're going to have to get the other ones too. So they went after James. John the Baptist. And had Herod just danced before him and blah, blah, blah. And okay, and then they say they beheaded them and left him in the street dead with James, the two apostles. It's written in the book of Revelation, said that their bodies were laying in the streets. Not true. Okay, then. So what we're saying is that the book of Revelation contains some of the gospel events. Zine, this is why it says, oh, there where your Lord was crucified, this is where those two apostles and anointed ones of the Lord, this is where their bodies were flung in the streets after they martyred them. Seen? And then there was a great earthquake such as the world had never seen. Exactly, that's New Testament narrative. That's Christ on the cross. And then there's a great crucifixion, and it says, there where your Lord was crucified, as if it happened yesterday. The place symbolically called Sodom and Gomorrah. Zane, we're talking about the Mount of Olives, man. Zane, it says that the leaders of the countries brought gifts, man, and exchanged gifts over the death of these two men. Okay, so that would simply mean say at that time they did not crucify Messiah yet. Okay, but then it says that he shall return, and all eyes shall behold him whom they have pierced. Obviously, the eyes of those who pierced him, they will behold him in his return. You call this his second coming, my second coming, the second advent. No, these things took place in real time. Me I got tell Uno again. Saying, I returned, I left the land after they crucified I seen, and I returned. I was away for many decades, man. Seen? Just sent I on a mission to go fetch the lost house of Israel, and there are even those who are not of this pasture who shall be called into it. Zine? Okay, good. So it says in your Bible that, well, there seems to have been a war, obviously, and there's an earthquake that rent the temple in two, and all these things. This is New Testament narrative, okay? And it says about how Judas Maccabeus, as a matter of fact, has Mon, who is the grandfather of Matthias. He's the one that adopted he didn't adopt it. He was an Israelite same way, but I'm saying that he was faithful unto the ways of our father, seen to the word, to the letter, rather. Seen, he was an upright man. Seen, so his son taught Matthias, who is really him reincarnated. Yes, I, seen, this is I David. Okay, and his son Judas Maccabeus became the leader of the Hasmoneans, known as the Maccabean family. Zin, they became the stronghold for Zion, and also the arch nemesis of, we call them arch rival, while our arch nemesis is Rome. We became their arch rivals. Sin. Okay, well, it says in the Bible that there was a war, and that the conquering lion, who is my Judas Maccabeus, my David, known as Josephus Flavius, also Hannibal Barca, Akbar the Great, or the Bible calls him Emmanuel in the book of Isaiah chapter 6, 7. It tells you his name shall be called Emmanuel. Okay, well, I already told you they mixed the two narratives, man, and then tried to say that it's actually not the Lamb, but the Lord, his superior, who was killed on the cross. I'm saying Judas Maccabeus went and marched into Rome. To this day, it seems like Rome, nobody really knows what Hannibal Barca's religion is, but they're trying to say that it was around the same time Judas Maccabeus marched into Rome, was there for about 11 years, conquering them, crossed the Appalachians, and overthrew the Roman Empire, gave them their first deadly head wound, man. Okay? Okay, gave them their first deadly head wound. And then took the great sword of the ruler, whose name was Apollonius. Zane, most naturally, he's known as Apollonius. Even in the book of Revelation, he's known as Apollonius. Okay, well, the Romans, the Western world, calls him Maximus Africanus. Okay, now Judas Maccabeus returned because he was the conquering lion, he's victorious, and he returned to where I encampment was in North Africa, which they call Carthagena or Carthage. And then it says that Maximus' son, Scipius Africanus, marched into the Holy Land, because this is our Holy Land now, and he overthrew them. But they don't know what happened to Judas or Hannibal Barca. Some say they killed him, some say he killed himself. Right? No, man. He forward to Zion, man, because the people got weak, so he left the people. See? His people deserted him, abandoned him, so he abandoned his people. See? Now, Simon of Modin is the one who rebuilt the Rasklat temple. Remember, they destroyed the temple and they rebuilt another temple. This is the third temple that was rebuilt. It was rebuilt, it was destroyed or demolished and rebuilt because of the awful horror that was set up by Antiochus. Antiochus is Maximus Africanus, who was killed with a great sword. See? No, Antiochus, well, yeah, in that narrative, yeah, but they tell you that Antiochus died in his bed. No, he was killed. See? So what I'm saying is that these things played out in real time and they put it in the Revelation and say, well, it is a book that is kind of separate from the Bible. They didn't even want to include it into the Bible. So it is their perception, their impression that these things are going to take place in the distant future. Now, them take out a whole heap of books from the Bible and put that one there to make you think it is something that is going to take place in some distant time in the future. And then this is why they rearrange the Bible and put the book of like Daniel, with his visions so far away from Revelations. So it's like, yes, he predicted these things to happen in the distant future, and look, it actually happened. So that would mean, say, any prophet in the future who prophesies of any events taking place, most likely he's prophesying about events that are going to take place in the distant future. Okay, there's truth in that, but the truth is that more times when we are prophesying, we're prophesying about events that are going to take place very, very soon. Shortly, these things shall come to pass, as it says. Christ spoke about what the awful horror being set up. Okay, and then it was set up not long after, maybe 20 years later, maybe less. The awful horror. He spoke about Rachel mourning for her children. He spoke about the children of Israel fleeing on the Sabbath, and make sure that your flight or flee, you're going to have to flee the Holy Land because of the wars that are coming here, the devastation that's coming here. But make sure that your flight is not on the Sabbath. Stupid people interpret that today as meaning, well, the Jews, they have to make sure that their flight is not on the Sabbath. It's sometime something's going to happen where, and well, we see just the other day, they announced it on the news that the Jews were flown out on their Sabbath, right? Flown into Canada and the States on their Sabbath while Hamas is terrorizing and killing them and holding them hostage. You see what I'm saying? So they say, well, it's prophecy fulfilling. There you go. No. Christ was talking about the awful horror, the people fleeing the land and not on the Sabbath, and Rachel mourning for her children. And one shall be taken from his bed, and his wife left in the bed. One shall be taken from a field, and his brethren left in the field. People say, that means the rapture. No, man, that's not what it means, man. It means those who stay are going dead and suffer. Then, while there are those who will be rescued, supernatural thing, man. It's supernatural, but through the people. Okay, so we go and we grab our bumble clap people. Those who want to come, we know they want to come. Okay, it's time to go, man. You understand? While yes, it is true, ships are what you call spaceships chariots existed a long time, and there were some people who were taken away. See? Okay. Point is, these things took place in real time now. Anyways, the damn blasted midrash, it says that uh, first of all, man, the midrash is it's very complex. Okay, it's the original those Hebrew those Jews their writings is what I'm saying. I was going to say Hebrew writings, but it's Hebrew mixed with Yiddish and all kind of thing. Those Jewish people and their original books that were written, let's say, anytime after the first century, okay, they don't really know who really compiled them. And I mean, they do know some of them were compiled by these people who claim to be rabbis. There were different factions of Judaism that arose. There were two main factions, and this is very complex, man. You know what I'm saying? They're divided from the beginning, and they're not truly the people, but the people who are European. They're from Greece, and many of them are Kittim too, and they went and settled over there, and they've been there for a long time, trying to claim the place as theirs and the religion and identity of Israel as theirs. Okay, so they don't really know who compiled most of these books. They said the earliest midrash writings were um, in Palestine. They were found in Palestine. They don't know who wrote them, and then they spread out to they say Babylonia, which to them that's like Iraq and over there, and all these other lands, and Syria and Greece, and let's not forget Spain. The Jews were in Spain, and Portugal. They were the ones who started slavery. They were the biggest slave traders. They were the biggest tradesmen on the shores, the seafaring nation. They were known as a seafaring nation. The ships of Tarshish, you read it in your Bible, it's in prophecy, man. Isaiah chapter 42. See? Send my sons and my daughters from afar off, those called by my name, those from the east and the west, my sons and my daughters. Okay, but it tells you about the ships of Tarshish, and this is the ships of Tarshish that will have to return my people home. Okay, the Kittim are those same people, Tarshish. Okay, which is Portugal, I know about their soul. Stuff, alright. Don't make them trick you, yeah? It's just a freestyle. I'm saying wild stuff for your meds, but they say they don't really know who wrote the first midrashes, them, and then now a bunch of other man them come out writing midrashes, and then that's it, man. It's like the Jewish religion is so damn fallible. You see, because all they did was take some parts out of the Bible, the Old Testament especially, and then have men write books that focused on some of the things that take place in them and their different uh, 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 meanings. You know what I mean? Like some are for dramatic effects, some for religious, law, and then some are for, it's obviously political. You know what I'm saying? But they will say like mundane, and like everything is just compartmentalized. It's the strangest blood clot religion. Anyways, according to them, in their midrash, when it says, I am black and I'm comely, it doesn't necessarily mean that he was black, but more that, you know, he was bearing the sins of the world and the shame of being righteous, and so that's what made him black. But he's still comely, meaning beautiful, comely in those of my fathers. I appear black in my deeds, but comely in those of my fathers. The congregation of Israel says, I appear black unto myself, but comely in the eyes of my Creator. Okay? This is what these idiots, um, take on it is. You know what I'm saying? These midrashims, all this Crap, man, yo. Anyways, I just have to show you said them are racist from a long time. Them tell you in a them blood clot Talmud said that the reason why black people have big lips, big nose, big body, and that kind of things is because of a curse. The reason we have black skin is because of a curse. The reason why we have frizzy and curly hair is because Ham was cursed because he uncovered the nakedness of his father. And that's not what it says in the Bible, you know. It says that Ham's son Canaan uncovered the nakedness of his, well, Noah's wife. So that would be his grandmother. Okay, and then them said the black race is cursed because of that. So your hair is kinky because Ham now is the one who came in, but it says like what they're trying to say is that Ham was cursed too, and the justifications for that is because when he came in after his son and covered his mother's nakedness or his father's nakedness, he came in and he turned. He didn't say nor do anything. He retreated. Okay, he went back outside to go and get his brothers to go and tell them, yo, 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 and then they went in with a cloth and covered their father's nakedness. But they kept their eyes turned, like their heads turned, not to behold their father's nakedness. Okay, well, if you go in the book of Leviticus, it tells you what uncovering your father's nakedness means. It means sleeping with your father's wife. Your father's nakedness is his wife, which would explain why they turned their eyes away from him to cover him. I mean, come on, man. They grew up with him more time. Probably daddy bathed them and things like that. Them bathed with daddy. I mean, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Why would they turn? It's not like they're looking at his member or nothing like that. So, no, I can't even look at my mother because she's naked. Exactly. So this is what happened. But according to those Jewish people, black people are Ham, and Ham was cursed too because he turned his head. So he was cursed and so was his son. But Ham is all black people while his son is just a nation of black people. How that makes sense? Ham, Shem, Japhet have the same parents. So where I try to say now. But anyways, Ham was not cursed for that. It was Canaan who was cursed for that. Anyways, we just give you a little refresher. The scene waiting at the judgment. Rastafari, don't make them trick you. So what I'm saying is, you're all wrong about the prophecy and all these damn things. All you people out there, especially you Bible thumpers, you know what I'm saying? You people, you know, from many different religions, and even then there are people who are not religious who take out the Bible and act like them overstand weight say, we no really lost. I saw it go though. The internet are the most powerful tool and weapon where them invent, and look what uno do with it. Mankind uno use it and destroy uno self. Everybody just post bag of things. Everyone thinks they're so exceptionally, fascinatingly, amazingly great. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's obsessed with them the way they're obsessed with them Bumble Black self. Okay, good. Remember, the quantum internet is here, you know. I want to just wait a little bit. You see what I'm saying? I see some people and disrespect Rastafari because they don't know what Rastafari is, but they have dreads on their head, and as a matter of fact, they look like Rastafari. Me have to school these people and put them in them place. I don't cook here. Who teach your own business? Who is you? Why are you disrespecting Rasta? I see enough people. Now they're doing it more than ever. People, you're just judging and criticizing other people and acting like as if you're better, man, no matter what religion, no matter what walk of life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you always want to act like as if you're better than people. So you want to criticize people. I hear a girl disrespect Rastafari. Oh, you know, these Rastas, it's like you're confused, like, yo, who do they worship? Like, yo, is it Selassie or is it Christ? Like, yo, you know, but this and that. But then, you know, I respect Selassie and everything for teaching us the way and everything, but, you know, Christ is our Lord and Savior. You know, dirty girl, burn up with your bag of bomba black fuckery, seeing, because the foundation of Rastafari is that Christ has returned in a new name, and the new name is Rastafari, and it is your Bible that justify these things. Our views, see, and our faith. See, it confirms it. Revelation 3:12, Isaiah chapter 65:15, 62:02, 43:07. Those are the main verses. New name. Seen. Okay, well, we know saying that Isaiah is known as the wonderful counselor and the Prince of Peace, right? And the mighty comforter. Okay, well, Rastafari in Ge'ez means Prince of Peace. It means Prince of Peace. Rastafari in Amharic means head, creator. Ras is really Ge'ez. It's a Ge'ez title from before Amharic, Manaras. It's like, I tell you, the languages are very similar. Like Kahinon in Hebrew means high priest and teacher, while Kahinet in Amharic and Kin in Ge'ez means priest and teacher. Yeah, Rastafari, Zadok, Zedek. Same thing, same difference. Teacher, reason, righteousness, pillar. This girl disrespect Rastafari, if I put her in her place. Emperor Haile Selassie is I and God, saying, and as Rastafari is still I and Christ and forward and trial and manifest as King of King, Lord of conquering life, tribe of Judah. Prophecy fulfilled. It says in the Bible that there will be a war, Zine, and that the nation will be occupied, the holy land will be occupied for 3.5 times, which equals to 3.5 years. You see what I'm saying? But we know that there was an occupation and His Majesty had to take leave in 1941, but the war officially took place in 1938, around mid-1938 scene, and then Emperor returned victorious 1941 as the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering the tribe of Judah. Well, is His Majesty? What I mean, you're saying He's the second advent of Christ? You're still on the second advent bullshit. Who tell you about second advent? The Bible tell you about our second coming in an iron night time as Christ, man, my forward again. And those who pierced iron eye had to behold iron eye. You see, Corinthians chapter 45:15, it tell you about how the first Christ was a natural man. But this is a lie. This is they're saying that Adam was the first Christ. No, man, a lie that. Zin, the first Christ was a natural man, but the last Christ. Oh, but all I know is Adam, the same man, was he crucified by his brother? You have to look into things, because if them can say Adam is the first Christ, then they're saying that he's the one slain from the foundation of the world. Was Adam slain? No, Abel was. So well, that don't make no sense. So right there we know exactly there's something that it's supposed to be the Amen is the first man was naturally created, a ritual man. Seeing while forward in this final advent, I ritually will be a natural man, a holy man. You see me, I say, where you get this second advent business from? Is Rome invent that and the pre-rapture tribulation and the tribulation and all these things, and even the name Jesus? Some saying, it even says in Corinthians, or I believe it's in the book of Hebrews, that you suffer and endure, for the sins of the world. I would have had to come more than one time and do that. But it's only one time I come to do that. Okay, good. You're reading your Psalms, man. Psalm 71, Psalm 89, Psalm 105. Psalm 108. No, not Psalm 108. Psalm 102. It just keeps going on. It's in the book. So we know, say, okay, and Jah made a promise, man. So I'm saying, like, oh, you are disrespect Rastafari, so, man. And then you can talk about how you're Rastafari. So I'm going to put her in her place. No, His Majesty is not the second advent of Christ. His Majesty is the 994th advent of Christ. Then came Ztyle Rogers. Yeah. Then Prince Emmanuel Charles Edwards Kwame Nkrumah. Then Jacob Miller. And I so. Then, so you would be 995. Yeah. Ztyle. Or Booker T. Washington. We can't forget. Okay. Ztyle Rogers. Prince Emmanuel. Jacob Miller. Myself, Mr. Kwame Nkrumah. Either way. 995. See, to make sure again, me come Tafarai, okay, Atalai. See, yes, Prince Emmanuel, Jacob Miller, and then I and I this time Kwame and Nkrumah toasted at a 5. So 995 seen and Booker T. Washington from the US and I still is an advent that Zane around them same time there. Seen? I could be Booker T. Washington, yeah, we tried before Tafara McKinnon. Yeah? No, we never tried before Tafara McKinnon, we tried after Tafara McKinnon. Seen? And enough more bomb blood clot things. So I'm just saying, man, don't disrespect Rastafari. Zane, and when Rastafari come for different Rastafari and the truth, you won't get vexed. I want to try go on like say, oh, nothing no wrong. Everything wrong. But what you are do? Zane, you have locks on your head, I go on like your Rasta, red, gold and green, but you're criticizing Rasta, putting Christ above Rasta. How can you put Christ above himself? How can you put Christ above himself? Rastafari is the no name of Christ. Anyways, at the judgment, enough boy I want to try defend the rascal girl, you know. In Facebook, you know, people that talk to me, you know, I want to come disrespect I, you know. Want to stop the madness, see? And probably starts to come to Jamaica and give him authority and him powers over to those Rasta leaders, them there and see what come out of Jamaica. See? So we not try go around Jamaica and Rastafari all you want to know an idiot. Because the emperor did not do that. See? He went there, himself loved that place. That's his second home. Zine, and these people and I people are one people, and guess look here, they're obviously my spiritual firstborn children. Zine, and we have one spiritual firstborn son and the next one and the next one, yeah? So me I say, look, him come there, okay, Rasborn address, yes, my great grandpa, all right, Prince Emmanuel, yes, all right, grandpa, all right, and Archibald Dunkley, hail the eye, honorable right and honorable prophet, and I royal divine blood. We will know I deal with. And then look, Bob Marley Peter Tosh, okay, we just say, look, and now we're there, I deal with the work, so we don't need your approval. Give thanks and praise, sin. Anyhow, oh no, time for wake up, man, because me tell you, things are get well serious, you know, and we're praying for the world. Anyways, a judgment. I told you it wasn't over for the killer cop, Derek Chauvin, remember? He's the one that martyred my Sir George Porgy. Remember George Floyd? I told you it wasn't over for that punk. He got convicted. All right, cool. The boy gets stabbed up 27 times just the other day. Just the other day, the man gets stabbed up 27 times in jail. What a judgment, eh? Yeah, and now you're not dead. See, what a judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? Bless up, little bimbo. Eh? See bimbo ya, the son of Jaja, me I tell you that. See bimbo ya, gram dance poopa, blow. See bimbo ya, bad like our. Eh? That's Garnet Silk, man. Before he became Garnet Silk, he was known as Bimbo. You know what I'm saying? Little bimbo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen to the song Problem Everywhere. And listen to my bumbleclad bimbo. Mash up rhythm. Eh? Oh my god. That was his first tune, you know, his first big tune, you know. And it bust a New York, you know, and a yard really, you know, well, more a New York. But I want big tune, man. You hear that rhythm there? Eh? You hear me gonna sit down on the rhythm like a lizard pan the lip? Eh? My job, but him say, you know, I want to sing because I feel like I could reach the people more singing. You know what I'm saying? And so he make the right choice. Anyhow, my bimbo can't dead. He was taken up to Zion with my mama taker, his mama taker. You know, shame sometime around this moon. Excuse me. Maybe it was on the 4th. Whenever. See? With mama taker. Let me tell you something. Me I go post the video. For the first time you get to see Garnet Silk House, you're going to see how small it is. It was a 1-bedroom house. It was a small little house. And them said the house burned down and him ran out of the house. And had to run back in the house to get his mother because the house was on fire. But I heard it live from Shaba and IRFM live radio. Seen? Over the radio. And these people lie and say he had to run upstairs to go get his mother and that kind of thing. Okay, it was a 1-bedroom house with a few windows. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you could look at the house and see, oh, that burned down? No, you didn't say all the furniture inside burned down. I mean, what, this don't even make no sense. There was a gas canister in the house. Okay, nobody ain't showing you where the thing was. See? And then still them say him burn up in the room with him mother. The man now show you which part in the room that really did go on. Cause I mean, how this even makes sense? It don't make sense. I read in newspaper accounts that they never found the bodies. Zin, I heard that before. Now I'm gonna tell you something. They never find the bodies. You have these clowns, but how they had to cremate Garnet Silk and Tega, cause the bodies were burned so badly. Huh? Let me tell you something. You look at blood clot liars. Even if that place did burn down, gas canister burn or catch a fire, right? They say that some people came to rob him. He went to a show that night. When he came home, he overheard a voice in his house, this small little house. And when he turned him, sees 2 men come for rob him. And apparently he had a little gun. And it was him who fired a shot at them and it hit a gas canister. Yeah. And it blew up, man. The gas tank blew up, man. And he ran outside. But he was like, oh, mama. And then ran back inside to go get his mom. But didn't make it back out with her. How? Stop acting like this is a wooden house and stuff like that. And the house is really burning down and things like that. I mean, okay, yo, the thing is burning, you know. Okay, yo, we can go through a window. There's no bars on the window. We can go through the back, man, or the rascal at this part. Right, exactly. You even hear the guy saying, I don't understand how she didn't get out and how he went back in and how they both didn't make it out. Yeah, man, they both just sat there and just burned, man. Tabamba blood clot, you know, sick in our head. See, my archangel, Garnet, was taken up with Mama Tega. See, I'm going to show you the picture of my Garnet alive in a Zion. See, you go through the photo galleries, you'll see. Yeah. My Garnet has a song called Go Away, Death Go Away. Sassifit. Sassifit, meaning that's enough. Because His Imperial Majesty, in an interview with this lady, Italian or whatever the heck her name is, she was disrespecting I King, talking about, well, when you die, I mean, isn't somebody supposed to like take the throne after you, your son, and this and that? And His Majesty said, yo, who's this lady? Why do you keep talking about death? My throne is insured. Like, he's like, ça suffit, c'est assez. C'est qui cette madame? Meaning, who is this woman? Is what he said in French, ça suffit. So my Garnet said, death go away, ça suffit. Whoa, 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 go away, death go away. Who is this woman? What does she want? Lion of Judah, now hear me chant. Go away, death go away, ça suffit. Go away, death go away. Yeah, go away, man. You're the most side, yeah. My people, I'm gonna let you go. It was really a while start. I didn't even get into no news because I mean, yo, it's just a judgment. I mean, Jamaica get rock again, see? And them downgrade it. That was a piece of rock machine. You see me? I say the next one, me I tell you, your bomber blood clot, uno over there, so uno so sinful, dirty, dark, and corrupt. Say uno have to get boomer. You see me? I say. Yeah, man, I forget boom up, and I ain't doing no P2, so, I mean, let's just see what I go on quick. I mean, my people, when you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction, you know? Yeah, so it go a sudden destruction when you think it's peace and safety. So many people posting about my emperor, pictures of the emperor, just using the emperor, talking about Jesus this and Jesus that, and some of them are talking about, oh yeah, I'm protected by the power of the Most High. Sick things, you know, do all of these blood clottings. Anyway, I go and say, I go and say, I judge children. I say, so this is what judge children do? Because you could be using the internet to unite the people them. You know what I mean? I say, and spread awareness and thing. And I mean, well, I know, a blood clot pagan. See? Because Emperor Haile Selassie is in the earth as his grandson, and none of uno not gonna post that, no day, no time. So for uno, I try to turn my emperor, my great granddaddy God, in a one immortal God. No, him is a mortal God and a blood clot immortal man. See? You little shits. Eh? All I want know you blood clot bozos and not a bingies and all I want know. All I want know, man. I'm telling you, man. They're just weird. Yo. You're to the most side, sure. Yeah. Anyways, it turns out that Andrew Holness is passing some bill, anti-gay speech bill and stuff like that. And, you get catch talking bad about these people, you get fined and you got jail, all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he's going to legalize it. And I've been telling you that. I don't think it's a rascal joke. I've been telling you the man's going to do that. You see? I've been telling you that. Yeah? He's going to legalize it anyways, man. Let Jah be praised, yeah? Let Jah be praised. You see what going on in Tennessee and all them lands over there. So it's like, yo, all those tornadoes. Yeah, man, I tell you, boy, it's the judgment. But let me tell you something. That's them, That's CERN, That's not ZERN, That's CERN, That's them, mashing up their own lands and thing too, They're doing a lot of that, If you think it's a rascal joke, there's I think there was like they said a tornado or rascal outbreak, like 6 tornadoes at once and all kind of thing. Yeah, you think it's a joke? And them a destroy the world same way, man. See? To create their new world order. Anyways, man. Enough things I told you, and what happens is that, they know what going. It's like, yo, well, hey, let's just postpone this a bit. Yeah, you go do that. Zane Mitchell, a bummer is going to run for the White House, and that boy, the band, yes, he's going to not even run. They're going to demand that he run the United Nations. See? Don't play with this thing here. Like some boy, I know you see my dada. We go on his Facebook, you're gonna see he posted a pic of a beautiful daughter and himself. He's just blessed, see me, blessed love with a beautiful daughter. Here's some boy in the comment section, yo, dada, give me that girl, then me want that girl. Yeah, dada not depend on that little boy. You see what I'm saying? I mean, somebody has to school you. We not depend on that. She's a beautiful daughter. She come through. She want to take a pic with me. All right, boom, make her see this. Yes, beautiful love. King on the left, queen on the right, and more love and more life. Perfect balance. Wanna stop the madness, man? It's like you're just so damn carnal. How you see is the flesh. That's how you see it. That's how you see is her body. Yeah, man. You don't know Rastafari. See, you soon get bodied. Yeah, since all you love is blood clot, flesh, and carnal, you're gonna have to blood clot, lose your blood clot life for that. Saying, cause that can't save your life. Nothing carnal can't save your life. All these material things, none of them can bring about your salvation or bring you to salvation or bring salvation to you. Rastafari, you don't know your amount, man. My people, you wake up, man. A bigger bumper clad judgment, Zern crank over, Alright, yeah.